Hello everyone, welcome to another STEM session. Previously, we went through what the STEM curriculum is and how it can be used to merge subjects together to make learning holistic and relatable to the children we teach. Today, we'll start by looking at how these subjects can be merged together. For instance, starting with the science topic. In many classrooms across Africa, science is still being taught through rote memorization. Children memorize parts of the heart, names of blood vessels, definition of the circulatory system. They sit for an exam, they pass. However, you ask them 2 weeks later about the circulatory system, the knowledge is all gone. STEM changes that. So instead of teaching subjects in isolation, we intentionally connect learning objectives across subjects, math, science, English, social studies, to make learning real and practical. For example, what if science lesson did not start with definitions, but rather with a question where the children's curiosity is piqued? Let's begin with a big picture question. Our children all love football. So what if we start with a question like, how does the size of Victor Osimhen's heart make him out different from the average Nigerian or the average Kenyan or the average Ghanaian? Immediately, they are curious. They want to find out why. And that begins their exploration of the circulatory system. So instead of getting them to define the circulatory system, first of all, you could begin by giving them a picture of the heart, or if there's the opportunity, they could watch a video for themselves and get them answering questions, discussing what do they notice about the heart. Do they understand how the heart moves? Why do you think the heart beats faster when we run or when we're afraid? Or what might happen when we exercise? The goal here is curiosity, not memorization. Another thing we can do, maybe during the PE lesson, we could use it as an opportunity to gather data. The children could work in pairs. We could use a data sheet like this, and they could pair up and measure their resting heart rate before they do exercises and their active heart rate after they've done exercise like skipping, jumping, or whatsoever. Now, the data that they've gathered is their own data, isn't it? They bring this data into class during a maths lesson. And they use they use this data with the guidance of the teacher to plot a dual graph that shows their heart resting and their active heart rate. And you can guide them on how to analyze data by giving them prompt questions. For example, what happened to the heart rate when after we exercised? Whose heart increased the most? And why do you think this happened? And for themselves, they'll be able to find out the average resting heart rate for children. You don't have to tell them, they can discover it for themselves using the data. Now, children are discovering about the circulatory system by walking through evidence, not memorization. Okay? So, in our next part of this session, we are going to deepen their understanding of the heart by using technology and art, because sometimes the best way to understand the heart is to see it, touch it, and draw it. Till next time, bye.